Hello beautiful people, it's Bridget. Welcome back to my channel. Hope you're having an awesome day, and today's video is going to be first impressions of the Jeffree Star Cosmetics Blue Blood palette. So today is just going to be my first time using this palette. We're going to do a look together and show you what I think of the first look. So without any further ado, let's jump into the video. Alright guys, as always, all makeup on this channel is cruelty free, and so is Jeffree Star Cosmetics. Also, this palette itself is vegan. I also want to point out, if you are not subscribed to my channel, I'd love to have you here. Tomorrow's video will be a full 3 looks, 1 palette, 2 different skin tone swatches review of this palette. Today is just going to be my first impressions testing it out, but tomorrow I'll have 3 whole new looks, 2 different skin tone swatches, a full review of the entire palette, so that you have that to look forward to if you want to subscribe. And now, let's go ahead and get into a first impressions of the palette. Alright, hello guys, so let's go ahead and get into the palette. So this is what the box looks like. It is really cute. I like the fake wood texture on it, and I like that this is raised a little bit. It feels fancy. It's one of those things, like, I kind of want to put it back in the box when I'm done with it, and then I haven't even looked at this yet. So this is the palette. The clasp is really pretty looking. And then this is it. It's a lot lighter than it looks. Like, it looks like a coffin, but it feels pretty light. But let's take a look. Okay, so here is the palette itself. It's very beautiful. So the first thing that my eyes go to when I look in this palette is this shade called Mint Tea, because I love mint shades and stuff. I love the color, like teals and mints and aquas. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so my eyes are now primed, and I'm going to take the Sigma E40 brush. I'll leave the brushes and everything I use in this video linked down below for you. And I don't know what I want to dip into first. So overall, like, I'm a little bit inspired by Bailey Sarian's new video where she did like a brown then blue everywhere. So let's take Celebrity Skin, which is one of my favorite Jeffree Star lipstick colors. I don't wear it as much now that Christmas Cookies is out, because Christmas Cookies is my fave, but Celebrity Skin is like my second favorite nude from him. And let's just buff this all over the crease and we'll figure out what we're doing. So if you have the Jeffree Star Alien palette and you know the browns in that palette, that's how this is blending out. Like, it's really nice. Like, I really enjoyed the Alien palette when we did like the 3 looks for that palette as well in the first impressions video for it, because the browns are really even. Like, that looks really good. I do want to do more than just a first impressions video with this palette because there is so many blues, and blues are kind of iffy shades, so I feel like if someone only does 1 look with it and gives it a review, it's not really a review, it is a first impressions like this video, because blues can be patchy, so I need to test like more than the shades you can do for 1 look to really get a feel for the palette. So this is my first impressions of it, and that first shade was very nice. The next shade I'm going to dip into, I just want to go for it, so let's dip in to Blue Monday. Let's dip into this really bright blue shade. I'm going to buff that all over the crease and the inner lid. So let's just pack first before we blend it out. Okay, so right off the bat, this is a very pigmented shadow, but it's definitely not as electric blue as this looks. It definitely looks more of like an indigo, but like maybe we keep building it up, we can get it to that bold electric blue. So this is a shade as like bold as I could build it up. On the brush it looks more accurate to the color in the pan, but on the eyes it's a little darker, not as blue, I would say. Like, it's not a deal breaker for me whatsoever. I'm used to like blue shades being slightly off on the eyes, but I do kind of wish it was exactly as electric blue, because I have packed on a lot of shadow to get it this blue purple, but yeah, I don't know. So I definitely don't think the brown I put underneath is like dark enough or impactful enough to change the color of this, because this looks purple to me. I don't know how like the camera shows it or not, but like this looks real blue. This looks slightly darker and more purple to it, but like I'm not mad. I still think it looks pretty well and it blended out quite nicely. So the next shade we're going to dip into, I'm going to take this little round top brush, is the E34, and I'm going to dip into this shade right here, which is Cullinan, this little like bright highlighting shade. I'm going to take it on this little brush and I'm going to brighten my inner corner, like a little bit of an inner corner highlight, because I feel like my face needs it. I'm just going to like pack it on. I'm not going to smudge because it might smudge away my concealer. Ooh, that looks really nice. See, look how dull this looks. This looks really a lot brighter. I like this a lot. It's a really pretty highlight shade actually, which is rare for me to say that because I'm very particular about inner corner highlights. Like my only inner corner highlight I will wear is Jeffree Star's Ice Cold Highlighter. So this looks really pretty. Like, I actually really like that. Doesn't that look really cute? It's a nice highlight in the inner corner. Okay, every look you see in my 3 looks 1 palette video is gonna have this inner corner highlight because that's really cute. I love it a lot. Okay, so let's move on to another shade. I want to dip back into like the crease lid area because I just want this a little more blue and a little less kind of purpley. So what I want to do is I want to try to pack on some shimmer on the lid. So we're going to take the shade Deceased, which is this bright blue shade right here, and I'm going to pack that all over the lid crease area. I'm going to start off with a blending brush, which really isn't that great for applying shimmers, but it really does help get it even. So I'm going to do this first, and then we'll take a flat brush and start packing that on too. Okay, so for this being a shimmer on a brush, this looks really good. Like already, this looks way more blue. And it picked up quite nicely, so I went into it with a blending brush, which is like not normal, and it still has like no kickback in the pan. I'm really liking this shade. Now I left a little bit of space on my lid. I'm going to take the shade Entitled, which is this really pretty aqua shade, and just kind of put it in the center a little bit. We're not going to do like an actual halo eye or anything, but we did like a purple blue, we did a pure blue, and now let's do more of a green blue on the lid a little bit. That's cute. That's cute. Okay, so I gotta brush away a little bit of fallout under the eyes, and now I'm gonna take the shade Wealthy, which is this really light matte shade, and on a clean brush just with that I'm gonna go underneath my brow and kind of help blend a little bit. Okay, so for the lower lash line I'm gonna take Alright, so for the lower lash line, let's take the shade Ice Tray, which is again another shimmer. There's a lot of shimmers in this palette. I'm going to take this shade because it's kind of like a medium blue, and I'm going to buff that under the lower lash line with the Sigma E20 brush. Okay, so that shade I feel like a lot of people will get a lot of use out of because it is more of a like safe blue shade. It's really easy to work with, and I liked it a lot on the lower lash line. So I'm going to pop on some mascara, lashes, lipstick, and I will be right back for the finished look. Okay guys, so this is the finished look using the Blue Blood palettes. I think I'm definitely thinking I was completely correct about doing a first impressions video and then a 3 looks full review video, because first shade, the brown one was very nice. Then the next one I used, like it wasn't my favorite thing in the world, but then the other ones were really pretty. So I do definitely think like you need to test more than a couple shades before reviewing this palette because it is so much. But like this look, I think it looks okay. I cannot wait to test out the rest of the shades and show you guys what I think of this palette so far. And yeah, I hopefully will see you in my next video. If you are not subscribed already, please do so. I'd really appreciate it. And I will see you in the next video. Bye.